Hello, welcome to Recovery Recreation. I'm your host, Susie Lordy. I'm also the founder of the nonprofit 24-Hour Power, Inc., and we do recovery graffiti all over Massachusetts. And what we found was at some of our events, people would come up to us and say, you know something, there's nothing fun going on around here. Now we know that's not true, so we decided to take it upon ourselves to go hunt down lots of fun things to do all over Massachusetts so that you can find a way to enjoy life without drugs or alcohol, okay? Everywhere from Fitchburg to Falmouth and everywhere in between, we're gonna bring you stories every single month on this program. And today, we actually have two very cool community centers that we're gonna introduce you to, in case you don't know them already, that are ready and open, and they wanna help you enjoy your sobriety the way you should. So our first guest is Gerold. Kurt is the executive director of the Anchor of Hull. He's also the head recovery coach there. Kurt, welcome. Thanks so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
So 24-Hour Power was fortunate enough to be able to bring our artists in recovery to the Anchor before it even opened, which was really cool. And we did a lot of artwork in there, murals, and actually the gentleman that did this piece right here for us, Lee Soares from the Phoenix, he also came down and pitched in and made an amazing mural for you guys on the big wall in the community room. So we got a first taste of it, and I'm dying to hear what's been going on since then. It's less than a year, right?
Yes, yeah. And a ton has been going on. So we had the grand opening, and then continually worked on the building. We still have the kitchen and bathrooms to do, but we're working on it. And now we have programming every single night, basically, of the week. See, our mission or our goal was to come alongside those who are struggling with substance use disorder and their families.
Okay.
And also to break down the barriers and break down stigma. So we have people in recovery, we have allies in recovery, and then we have people who don't even know what recovery really is, just coming and breaking down those barriers of stigma, which keep people sick.
Absolutely. Wow, that's great. So you don't have to just be in recovery.
No.
It could be your, now wait a minute, how old do you have to be to go to the Anchor?
You can be anywhere. We have people from 6 months old to 98, I think was our oldest.
Come on.
So, yeah.
That's
we have
awesome.
people of all ages.
Okay, so there must be programs and things for people of all ages. Okay, so Kurt, could you just share for us a little bit about your journey? Like, you know, how did you wind up in Hull and all that?
So I grew up in New York. I ran a certain lifestyle, got into recovery.
There's that accent.
Yeah,
I see.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
And when I got into recovery, I felt a certain calling. So I looked into schools to become a pastor. I went up to moved up here, went to Quincy for Eastern Nazarene College, graduated from there with a Bachelor of Arts in Religion, and then I got hired in Hingham over 2 years ago to move my family up to Hull and work with people who are struggling with substance use disorder as an addiction pastor. I don't, know what that even is.
What a difference. Now let's just let that sink in for a minute, everybody. You want to talk about a life doing a complete 180, right?
Yeah.
Here you are in the throes of addiction in New York, right?
Yep.
And you go from that lifestyle to being a pastor.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts. I'm not your normal pastor, though, so
No.
I might not speak, act, or talk like a normal pastor, but I believe differently. I believe my call is just to love on people, period,
right,
and teach them how to live into that love also.
And that's huge.
Yeah. So I moved up to Hull, and we already were the Anchor. We just got a building in January, so that's 8 months ago, 10 months ago, something like that. But as soon as I moved up to Hull, I started working with the school district. In the high school, I would go in and teach overdose awareness, prevention, what to look for in your friends. I was working with the Hull Police and actually all Plymouth County, but specifically Hull Police, doing overdose follow-ups or at-risk follow-ups. So somebody's in trouble or somebody has overdosed, we would go to their house and offer services, resources, all that stuff.
Yeah, that's so huge.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the way to get into the community.
The front line.
Yeah, right.
Absolutely.
Right in there.
And
with
just
them.
being on the street too,
Right
to be honest.
Sure.
Yeah, I was on the
Look
street
at that,
a lot.
without a building. You guys, I love that saying though. You were the anchor before you had a building.
Yeah.
You know, you already were anchored in this community, and you knew what you wanted to do. The right building just had to present itself.
Exactly.
But meanwhile, it didn't stop any of the ministry going on.
No.
No.
The anchor is a community. We just happen to have a building now.
There you go. And now it brings us full center back to the anchor itself, the building. And what an amazing community center.
It's pretty cool.
And you guys, this is right near the beach.
Yeah.
So it doesn't get any better than that if you're in Hull.
Yeah.
And you guys offer everything now. So
Yeah.
could you just give us just hit us up with a little laundry list of
Okay.
some of the things that we can expect.
Absolutely. So Monday night is our Bible study. Tuesday is our mindfulness evening. Wednesday is Buddhist philosophy class and family afterwards, which is kind of like an Al-Anon. Thursday is our Smart Recovery and NA. Friday is our big AA meeting. Saturday, open hang, and Sunday is for the kids.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so I checked out the calendar and Mindfulness Tuesdays, that jumps out at me. Like, what exactly is that?
So mindfulness has been proven to be extremely effective in terms of combating substance use disorder and in our recovery. So we do different forms, different practices of mindfulness. Our main one is guided meditation.
Oh, neat.
But we also do sometimes yoga, sometimes qigong, which is kind of like tai chi. Just different mindfulness
Wow,
sections. Oh,
that's
meditative
cool.
arts night also, where you can go, you do a meditation, then you, to some nice music, you draw whatever you're feeling. And
Neat.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
Wow. And this is on Tuesday nights, from
Yes.
what to what?
7 p.m. to 8 p.m.
And does it cost?
No.
What's
That was my main goal, because we were paying for people to get treatment, for insurance, for sober housing. Our main goal is to offer everything for free.
Wow.
Yeah, recovery
Oh, my-
coaching, all
Hear
of it.
that, you guys? You can go there any night of the week,
Yep.
free of charge, and experience some. I mean, it's a smorgasbord. It's tons
Yeah.
of different things,
Yeah.
which is great.
And we'll
you
be
know? You're
adding
never
more
gonna
and
get
more.
bored there.
No.
No. Okay, sweet. So now we know that meetings and working on yourself,
Yeah.
right? All of that's huge and extremely important for us in recovery. But if you don't have fun, it's
It's
just
not
not
gonna
the
work.
full picture. No,
Yeah.
no. Because one thing to get sober, it's another thing to stay sober, right?
Yeah.
And to be happy,
Exactly.
enjoy your lifestyle. And it's so important to show people that they can have fun. I mean, that's the
Yeah.
whole reason for the show, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's why we have Recovery Recreation. And especially on the weekends. I mean, what are people doing on the weekends? That's what haunts me all the time. So go into a little detail on what the anchor does. Let's just pick Saturday night.
Saturday night. So Saturday night is just open hang. We literally open the doors at 5, and well, I'm usually there earlier, so like we open 3, 2, whatever. But we open technically at 5, and you can come in, play pool, play video games, watch TV, arts and crafts, meditate,
man.
whatever you want to do. It's open for you. I meet with a lot of my recoveries then as well. And that's usually my first question. I love that you're focused on fun, because that is my first question that I ask myself. What do you do for fun?
Right.
And most of them are like, they don't know. So this
No.
is, I love this concept for a show.
Thanks.
Yeah.
The question that, so now you've just named a whole bunch of things. Now, are they doing them in different rooms, in one room, or what do we,
You
what do
can
we
use
got
the
going
whole,
on?
the whole building is open for
Come
use.
on.
But the main room is the community room, where we have a pool table, ping pong
Okay.
table, video games, all of that stuff
Yeah.
in the one room, and then little cut off. We have the arts and crafts room, but then there's a mindfulness room where it's just bare, and you just go in there and be at peace. And there's there's tons of space to
There's
use.
so much stuff to do.
Yeah.
Wow. What do you have for the little kids?
So we right now on Sunday have kids club at 5 p.m. And then youth group at 6 to 8 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah, so the youth group, it does have a Christian leaning.
Okay.
But again, just because we are Christians, I am called to love regardless. What race, sect, whatever, whoever you are, atheist, I don't care who you are welcome, you're going to be loved, and this is a space for you to enter into recovery.
And recovery has a million different paths,
all paths,
and you embrace them.
Absolutely.
And that's so huge.
Yeah.
And it's refreshing to hear.
Yeah. I mean, we have a Buddhist thing on Wednesday, so, you know what I mean? Like, we don't care.
Couldn't get much further off track than that. I hear you. So now, if people want to find out what's going on at the Anchor, besides picking up the phone and calling you, I mean, what's their best bet to know what's going on? Because it sounds like you have so much going on all week. Yeah. There should be, a central way they can find this out.
Absolutely. You can either go online at theanchorofhull.org. That's our website. There's all the information, contact information. There is calendar there. You can, Facebook is like the best way because we post everything daily, weekly, monthly, like what's going on. And that is at, look up just the Anchor of Hull on Facebook. Or you can contact us, get on our email list, and we send out a monthly newsletter just saying what's going on in the upcoming month.
So it can show up right in your inbox.
Absolutely.
I'm a fan of that.
Yeah, it's easy.
That's not spam, man. That's something that I want to get.
Well, we don't. We try. We only do literal. You'd be lucky if we get 2. It's usually just 1 email a month. That's all you get from us, and that just tells you what's going on that month.
Right, and that's plenty. That's all you need.
Absolutely.
And the way I see this is, okay, so we have this awesome community center available to us 12 months out of the year. Yeah. It's free.
365 days.
There's a million things going on there.
Yeah.
It doesn't close down in the winter because it's in Hull. It stays open. There's plenty of stuff to do. This program is going to be going on in November that we're on talking about right now. Yeah. But the cool thing is, all of these things that you're talking about
will continue.
They continue way past November.
There will be more and more added as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, so we're talking December. They're going to have mindfulness. January, all of this is going to continue to go on. So these are just regular activities that you can expect that are free. Yep. Really?
Yeah. Oh, that was the goal. Free, because we want everybody to be able to access it and not to be, I don't know if the word, like closed off to anything that would help further an individual in their life, in their recovery. We just want it to be free so that, the person coming out of rehab, jail, or just a person who's not able to come up with the finances. We want to be able to, everyone to have it. And that's actually big when it comes to recovery coaching also. Right. We don't, charge. We just say, come as you are, and we're going to love on you.
Oh, see, this is great. Kurt, I knew you would be awesome on our program.
Thank you.
And we really wanted you here and to introduce people to this. This is a phenomenal place, folks, and I've been there and experienced the love and everything else going on, and you guys got to check it out. And, of course, we'll have more information for you on our website, which is www.recoveryrectv.com. Kurt, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Yay! Yes,
thank you.
And you guys stick around because we'll be right back. But until then, don't forget my favorite saying, don't think you can't have fun sober. You just haven't hung out with us yet. See you in a minute. Peace out. And welcome back to Recovery Recreation. I'm your host, Susie Lordy, and as promised, we're going to talk about some more cool things going on in the month of November. Right now, let's think about how tough holidays are, okay? When you're getting sober, in particular, they can be wicked tough, but they don't have to be, especially when you have places like the Recovery Connection to go to. And from what I understand, they have a pretty awesome Thanksgiving dinner coming up that I know I'm going to be part of. But for right now, let me introduce you to the Associate Director for the Recovery Connection, Kelly Averill. Thanks for joining us, Kelly, on Recovery Recreation.
Thank you for having me, Susan.
Great. Well, we're thrilled to have you. And Kelly's going to tell us all about the Recovery Center and invite us to her crew's amazing Thanksgiving dinner that's full of fellowship and lots of action going on Wednesday, November 20th. I know I'm down for that, but first, welcome, Kelly. And before we get to the turkey and stuffing, I see that the logo for Spectrum Health Systems is on pretty much all your literature. So what's the connection there?
So the Recovery Connection is a program of Spectrum Health Systems, one of many that they have. We are funded by the Bureau of Substance Abuse. Spectrum got the grant from them and started to have the Recovery Connection.
Huh. Now this is located in Marlborough, Mass. Where exactly? Is it downtown? Or?
Right downtown, 31 Main Street, Marlborough.
Huh. How long's it been there?
So we are coming up on our 11th year now.
Wow. That's a long time. Tell us a little bit about you. Like, what's your background? Are you in recovery or an ally to recovery? What's your story?
I am in recovery. I got introduced to AA and NA back in 1982. I wish I could say I was sober from that day, but unfortunately I had a few relapses, and the one thing I did was I just kept going. I just kept going to the meetings, and eventually it found its way into my heart, and I was able to put, coming up on 11 years now,
Wow.
clean and sober.
And that's so important, Kelly, and I'm so glad that you shared this with us today, because my story is similar. I mean, I bounced in and out of the rooms of AA and NA for a good many years. But the difference was, back then, fentanyl wasn't around. Okay, and now you don't have the luxury of bouncing in and out, and that's what I tell the kids today. So it's really important that we get a hold of everyone immediately when they put this stuff down, and we show them there's a better way to go.
Absolutely, you gotta get them while they have it in them that they want to get clean.
Absolutely. Well, places like the Recovery Connection that's what you're here for, man. I mean, we all have to step up our troops on this. This is definitely a fight. Let's talk about the positive things going on at the center, right? So you guys have all kinds of stuff going on there, from what I understand. Let us know about a few of them.
Yeah, we put on a lot of wellness workshops at the center, and one of them that we run a lot is the being trauma informed. And a lot of the people that come to the center, they get, and whether they're coming from the streets or the jail, or they're just finding their way to the center, they've often experienced a lot of trauma out in the streets.
Sure. And that is so huge, because it can change the whole dynamic of what that first meeting was all about or something, and also it can let them judge the center. I mean, if they walk, hey, what's going on here? This is why education on so many levels, it lessens the stigma. Everybody's on the same page. We all understand this is a disease, and we all have to help combat this together. I mean, this is definitely, it's going to take a village,
Absolutely,
right? But
yes.
you have other cool things too that help people actually fix their lives, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So we do a lot of, like our director, he's a prodigy with numbers and remembering dates, and he's just ridiculous. But he does a lot of the budgeting workshops and the credit workshops, where when I came in, I didn't even have a bank account, my credit was down the tubes, and, walking through recovery, I was able to learn how to get a bank account and how to deposit money, and, how to, we really have to honor our credit. We don't know how important it is until, you want to buy a house or you want to get a car, and this is stuff that you don't think of when you're running out on the streets.
Of course not. I mean, you're not thinking about anything except where the next hit's coming from. That's where I was at. I was the queen of tabs. I was running tabs everywhere. I mean, that's about the closest I knew about budgeting.
Right.
But these are all things that set us up for success.
Absolutely.
In a lifestyle that doesn't involve drugs and alcohol, and that's That's where it's huge.
That's
Now, what does it cost to attend these,
So
workshops?
everything is absolutely free at the center. You don't
man.
pay for anything. We're giving away what was freely given to us. So yeah, we just want people to learn and go out and educate others.
Right. Give it away. That's what it's
Absolutely.
all about. I was looking at your workshops, and I'm a big fan of workshops anyways, but 24-hour power is all about art anyways when it comes to recovery. That's our nonprofit. And our art happens to be graffiti. So what is the Recovery Connection Recovery and Art Workshop all about?
Yeah, actually, we did have a couple of our members that attended one of your graffiti workshops, and
Really?
yeah,
That's cool.
They came back and said they had so much fun, and they couldn't wait till they were able to do it again. So hopefully, you'll have another
There
one
you
soon.
go. We'll be there.
So what we offer a lot, art is very important to anybody, I believe, whether it's music, art, or painting. And in fact, a lot of our paintings in the center are done by members. There's a lot of talent that we don't know about, people have that, they probably haven't used in a very long time. And it's great to see how talented people are. But
You hear that all the time. People get sober and say, what are you good at? Nothing.
Yeah.
What do you like to do? I don't know. You know what I mean? And that's where it's so important that we just introduce them to it.
Right.
You might like this. If you don't, okay. But, you tried it. And if not, something else. Now, for the time I've been waiting for here, drum roll, Thanksgiving at the Recovery Connection. I hear this is a very big deal, Kelly.
It is because we have our Thanksgiving the Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
Okay. So that's the 20th this year.
The 20th this year. And a lot of our members don't have a family to celebrate with, And unfortunately, that happens sometimes with our lifestyle. People get disconnected and, they can't get clean in their hometown, so they move somewhere else and they don't have anybody. So our center is like a great big family, and it's such a wonderful event. It starts the minute you walk in the center at 8 in the morning.
Wow.
So we have people, peeling vegetables.
Neat.
Cleaning the center up, setting the tables. It's just nonstop. We got the music going, and people are laughing and have a wonderful time. And
So it's celebrate the second you walk in the door.
the second you walk
Yeah.
in, and the magic takes place when we sit down. We sit down as a family. We have a big table that's all, tablecloths and, all set up beautifully. We cook about 7 to 8 turkeys
Get
and
out.
all the fixins.
Oh,
and
man.
there's, people just step in to help.
What can people do? That was one of my questions. For something like this, it's this big a deal. Is there anything they can do beforehand to help you with, or just show up the day of and help with what's there? I mean, a little
they're-
of both, or
yeah,
what?
absolutely. If they're able to, give a little bit, we always welcome a bag of potatoes, or,
Sure. Okay.
bottled water, vegetables, whatever they could offer. We do take donations. If not, bring yourself and help with the peeling, or
Sure.
the washing of a dish. Although we have a dishwasher.
All right. That's key.
Yeah.
I thought this would be a paper plate deal.
Oh, no.
Wow, you're better than I am.
The magic is, though, when we sit down, we want everybody to have a chance to say what they're thankful for. And I'll tell you, that's when you see the tears come, and the gratitude. And it's a very touching day. And I hope that you'll be able to celebrate with us this year.
Me too. So you go around the whole. How many people are there?
Oh, there can be up to, anywhere from 50 to 75.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of people.
In one room?
We have 2 rooms.
Okay.
Actually, sometimes we need 3. So,
Oh, I'm just picturing this. That's awesome.
and we don't do a lot. So we're in over 18 facility.
Okay.
But there are some functions that we invite the children to come join, and this would be one of them.
Oh, so they can bring their kids?
They can bring their kids,
Oh, that's so neat. So this can be a family experience for the ones that live close
making new
by.
memories,
That's neat.
absolutely, yes.
That's great. And you know what? Holidays are tough, but not with fellowship and awesome food and, getting together like that as a community. It makes it so much easier for us to pass the landmarks. I remember for me, when I first got sober, I would be paranoid waiting for a holiday. I'd be like, oh, I don't know what's going to happen on Thanksgiving. It's 3 weeks and 2 days away.
Right.
I don't know if I'm going to drink on that day. Just,
Right.
the fear, the anxiety, it's overwhelming sometimes. And it's really great to have something that you can be involved with to take your mind off it.
Absolutely,
Right?
right.
All of a sudden it's like, wow, Thanksgiving came and went and I made it through. And you know something? Those are the little milestones that are huge to us in early recovery. And you're right,
Absolutely.
people aren't all around here. I know I got sober in Florida. I didn't have a soul down there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So you get out, and who do you know? To have a place like this that's going to offer, I can't even believe that many people, and I can believe it because that's how many people need this.
Right.
And then some. So, you better watch out, Kelly. You're going to wind up with about $1.50 by the time we're done with
the
this
more
show,
the
right?
merrier, right? The more the merrier.
And the kids can come. I think this is going to be awesome. So how do people find out what's going on, not only just for this event, but just your center in general?
Yeah, so they can go to our website, which is therecoveryconnection.org.
Okay.
And everything will be posted there. They can download our calendar. We have a calendar that comes out every month listing all the functions and activities that are going to be taking place that month.
Great. And you can always clearly find out what's going on our website, which is www.recoveryrectv.com. But above and beyond, Kelly, what I want to thank you for is you came all the way down from Marlborough, Mass, right, to share this half hour with us,
Right.
to let us know what's going on at your recovery center. It's just such a big deal, and that's why I try to let everybody know that this show really is going to describe what's going on all over Massachusetts. We're going to find out what's going on in every zip code. We're going to bring it to you so that there's hope. There's things for you to do that are fun, that enjoy fellowship, that bring people together, man. And this is a team effort.
Absolutely.
You know?
And people that are newly in recovery, they don't know what to do. They don't know how to have fun. And this show, I think, is wonderful. And thank you for having me come and letting you know what's going on in our little town of Marlborough. But, seeing that you're every month going to highlight
Yeah.
is awesome.
Got to. And like I said, if anybody wants to know what's going on, they can actually go on the website and say, hey, what's going on in my zip code, and we'll go find out for you.
That's
and
awesome.
that's the thing too, whether we can get it on the show immediately or not. I've got some awesome interns like Kelsey Long from Bridgewater State that'll be happy to go find out for you what's going on. But I'm just so psyched to be able to turn people on to so many cool things and
Right.
cool people like you. And yeah, you'll see me Wednesday the 20th, Thanksgiving
so.
dinner. And I'm already going to let you know that the neck is a big deal for me. Okay,
Ooh.
so save me 1 or 2 of those. Sounds like 7 or 8 turkeys. I might be able to get a couple of them in there. And a ton of
Absolutely.
gravy. I'm pretty easy to please. Yeah. And that's all for this segment of Recovery Recreation. But before I go, don't forget, don't think you can't have fun sober. You just haven't hung out with us yet. So till next time, peace out.